Hi, Gary. It's Uncle Extra Medium again. It must be Thursday night. Time for another episode of the Hour Before TNL.
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 35 of the Hour Before TNL. It's April 21st, 2022. And, to start off the show, first of all, let's go through the rules. No politics, religion, or racism. And kindness and respect are expected of everybody in the chat and on the panel. And that's just scrolling there across the bottom of the screen. A couple of announcements before we get started. First off, it's Bill Ronane's birthday, Uncle Bill's Toys. So happy birthday to Bill. He's not watching, but he can check this out on the replay. And on a sadder note, Paul Hodges of Phantom Hodges Drones and Don Joyce of Don Joyce's channel, Don Drones On. Paul's wife, Bonnie, died last week at the age of 62. And our thoughts go out to Paul for sure. Paul and I took our advanced drone exam together, and And he was one of two people I've ever flown with in the drone community. The other announcement was Don Joyce. Don's wife Julie died just this week, and she also was 62 years of age. And please keep both of them in your thoughts because they're going through a rough time. Anyway, with that said, here's my good friend and co-host, Mr. Jim Beauchart.
Hi, Gary, and I'm the second one of the other that you flew with, I take it.
That's right. Yeah. And we're having the second annual South Central Ontario Drone Meetup on May the 14th. And I think we've got 5 people coming now. So we've gone from 2 last year to 5 this year. So
that's a huge increase.
Huge increase.
Yeah. I didn't get the boo, but I see Mudball booed me in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Some things never change.
No, they never do. They never do. So, yeah. So how are you doing?
Hanging in there.
Good.
Hanging in there. Yeah,
good.
Not a bad day. It's payday, so.
Well, that's good. Everybody likes to get paid. Has your snow melted there?
It has up here, yes.
Okay, good.
Last Friday, I was driving on the 401 down by Kelso Conservation. They still have snow on the slopes there.
Oh, really? Wow. I had snow in the shade yesterday, and I thought maybe we would have the start of a glacier. I thought glaciation was starting again. So we'll have to. I think we're done with it now. The grass is starting to turn green. My tractor got towed in for service because I think it blew a head gasket, and then after I towed my tractor in with the trailer, I had to take the trailer in because it's got no taillights. So go figure.
Yeah, you got to have those.
Yeah. Without further ado, we have a guest today, and you all know him and you all love him. Here he is, Mr. Ron Brown.
Well, there's a lot of Dons out there too. I get called Don a lot, so that's not an uncommon mistake. Yep. Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be on the show with Gary and Jim tonight. And I see all the names out in the chat that we know so well. Thanks for coming on and supporting these guys. And I want to, before we get to any of it, I want to get special thanks to Gary and Jim. I see them in a lot of chats and other live drone shows, so they really support the community. So I want to thank them for that.
Well, there are so many people in the community, as you can see behind me on the board.
The big board.
Oh, look, there's one guy in color. Oh, that's Ron Brown. Ron, if you're not familiar, what happens with your color picture is after the stream, it comes down and it joins the Wall of Fame, which is all the guests.
Oh, wow.
Which is all the guests who have appeared.
Nice.
Sort of a take on Jim Beauchart's Wall of Fame that never has Kelly Green on it. And
I feel honored to be on the big board and the Wall of Fame later on.
Yeah, I was honored. I was on the original poster as well, and I think you were too. The smaller one. And I was quite taken aback by it. To be thought of as one of the friends of Rick Halber. Rick Halber was a big influence on me early in my YouTube career. He was always very encouraging, and in fact was the only one to ever buy a Brant Aerials t-shirt from Teespring.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and the same thing. Rick supported me probably when I had 100 subscribers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Like it's now you've got 3,000 subscribers, and you've also got the other channel, Drone Nation.
Yes.
And it's growing. You'll have 1,000 there pretty soon.
Well,
too.
It gains about like 20 subscribers a year, but it's it's not the point to grow that channel. It just kind of separated the live stuff from our normal channels. And Mark, we only do one show there a week, so we're never going to grow it unless we start putting more content up over there.
but it's a very interesting show. You put on a good show and lots of information. I saw this week there was a lot of talk of the Mavic
Mini 3.
Mini 3. Yeah, I keep calling it the Mavic 3 because they're dropping the Mavic name from everything else besides the Mavic, right?
Yeah.
My Mavic Air is now an Air 2S. So, well, no,
Right.
it's a separate drone.
The naming has got confusing over the years because they kind of want that name and everything in the Mavic. Then they'll take it back, so it does kind of throw a lot of people off. I don't think it really hurts sales, but it just kind of makes it harder to say the drone names when you want to say Mavic and it's not a Mavic.
Yeah. Now it's interesting the way DJI is doing their marketing. I think they've kind of followed the Apple model where they send out a whole bunch of little leaks and get the hype going before they actually announce what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Apple person, so I always followed Apple long before drones. And like they always said, right before the launch of a big product, Steve Jobs would call the guy up at the Wall Street Journal and leak stuff out, but he wasn't allowed to say he got it from Steve. He just said anonymous sources and so on, but he was getting it straight from the horse's mouth, so it was always mostly right.
Yeah, no, that's right. Now, what got you started with drones? Like, how did you get into this area?
Yeah, it's always a question. I ask, and I have an unusual story. I mean, when I was real young, I had one of those gas powered planes that you flew in a wire or whatever. And that's my only flying experience previous to drones, and that thing crashed. Every time I flew it or whatever, something was wrong with it. But I've been an amateur photographer since I took a photography class in college, and I kind of got the bug going. So I shot film for 20 years up until around the 2000s. Then I converted over to digital, and say we're around about 2015, 2016. I'm a big fan of Trey Ratcliffe. He was one of the first big social media photographers, and he got a hold of a drone. I think it was the Phantom 4. And so he's getting all these amazing images from above. And I said, oh, man, I got to do that. So I started trying to learn all I can about drones. And I wound up getting a Phantom 4 somewhere in the 2016, 2017 era. I get the years confused. It's one of those years. And when I first got my drone, it was a long time before I actually hit the video record button. I just shot photos for a long time.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just started hitting the video button because it was there, Yeah. And my YouTube start was, family hikes and, just shooting stuff with family. And, I think some of it's still there, the grandkids when they were really little skating. That was 2012. That's 10 years ago. Those kids are grown up now.
Not kids anymore.
No, well, they're still kids,
I haven't grown up, Gary. I've just gotten older.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still like the 20-year-old who took the photography course at college. I just look older.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, we don't really grow older. Our toys just get more expensive, right?
That's true.
Dad, can I have that? No, you can't. It's too expensive. Oh yeah. Now I'm the dad. I get the.
I can have a whole room full of toys.
I get the toy I want. Yeah. So you've been doing this for 2016. So that's 6 years of flying. So
yeah, maybe 2017, somewhere in that era is when I got like a little. My wife gave me a little toy, a SEMA X5 drone. I had that first. It was it was like a little fully manual drone, and I kind of learned to fly that line of sight. And when I could fly the thing and not wreck it and destroy it, I figured, I'm ready for a real drone. I can actually navigate this thing around.
I used to make coleslaw in the living room with this thing.
I heard helicopters are even harder than drones.
Those things don't fly worth a damn. You get the slightest nick in a propeller, and it's going to do the toilet bowl thing, right? It just sort of goes in its own little circles, and you can't buy new propellers for them. I mean, the whole rig is worth about $13, right? So there's no aftermarket propellers. You can't go to Master Air Screw and find a propeller for that.
I've always resisted getting a helicopter, and I think I was wise.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and these ones were dual rotor, right? There was one rotor on the top and one on the bottom, and they go in opposite directions.
Mm-hmm.
So it stops it from doing that spin. Well, it's supposed to stop it from doing that spinny thing, but no, and it's great for making, like I say, for making coleslaw. We got quite a crowd here in the chat. I see Copper State Aerials here, and DeMarco FSU grad is here, and Steve Carpenter's here, and Drone Life RC, and Mac 282.
That's Christopher John.
Yeah, Warren Akarasho, Dre from Recovery One Drone. He was on. I can't tell.
He's on the big board.
That was last week. He was on with his tie.
Classing the place up.
Oh, he classed the place up.
Okay.
Scott from Jackrabbit.
Should I jump off and get my tux on for the second half of the show?
Okay. Double dog dare you.
Scott, our resident artist who graced us with that poster.
Jackrabbit, who was at the Great Florida Drone Meetup just a little, less than a month ago.
Yeah. And John from Flying Flynn Media, and Chris from Sunrise Water Media. And did I say the View Chaser already? Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I met the View Chaser at the Ken Heron Boardwalk Meetup in December a couple times.
Okay. Stevie,
and you missed who did I see you missed? You missed somebody. Oh, you missed Chuck from Cove Action.
Oh, Chuck. Chuck's our guest. Chuck's our guest next week.
Oh, yeah, really?
Stevie from Capture Life Connection.
Stevie, yeah, good man.
Oh, yeah. Akarasho Warren's here. Artco Drone Solutions. Art's here in the chat.
Letter from JSK Enterprise.
Yeah. So we got the
gang's all here.
Yeah, we got quite a you attract an audience, I'll tell you.
Good thing I didn't forget, huh?
Yeah. Well, the thumbnail.
Hey, hold on, Ken Heron's in here.
Oh, it's
Ken about the Ken Heron Boardwalk Meetup.
I think I made mention. And Mudball's here. Mudball was in. And there's Fisheye on my lapel.
Yeah.
Yes, Fisheye. We're grateful to have Fisheye's sandpaper. Make your own sandpaper as a sponsor of our show. So,
where's the sponsored show? That's big time.
Yeah.
Ken says hi, you bunch of goofballs. I was invited to a goofball once, but I didn't have anything to wear.
I'm glad. I thought he was referring to me with that comment.
Oh man, because I think I announced in Ken's pre-chat today that there was something going on the hour before. Mudball and I said something about there was 3 hours. He said, "What are we going to do for 3 hours before the show? Drink?" And I said, "Okay, well, I'll drink and then I'll do a show and then I'll have a nap so I'm rested for Thursday Night Live." So, but I had my nap before this show. In fact, just before I sent out the email, I was waking up.
Okay, that's always wise not to fall asleep during a live show.
Didn't Adrian did that one time.
I've dozed off during a couple live shows myself, so guilty as charged.
You got a nod off?
Yeah, I did the nod exactly, Jim. I did.
It's a pretty exciting time. Yeah, and so I'm just sort of looking at the chat here, seeing what everybody.
Chuck's talking about Ken's, I think, his accident.
Yes,
that truck hit him in Arizona on Route 66.
Yeah. Well, we have a thing here for Dodge Ram trucks. They tend to be that sort. So, not to get political. I'm not. There's nothing political about that, but
We'll get
And we have to be.
It could have just as well been a GMC truck.
Yes, it could have been, but it wasn't. So, and those Japanese and their Toyota Tundras. Oh boy,
Watch out for those Tundras.
Oh, kamikazes! I'll tell you. Oh boy, now we're getting into racism.
Oh boy, now we just insulted the truck people. I'm getting off this show before I get in big trouble.
Teamsters are coming.
Gangsters.
Oh yeah, I hear them knocking downstairs now.
Oh, Ken's
got to get back to editing.
Yeah.
I got to compliment Ken. His Route 66 video, the complete thing, that was really well done.
A lot of fun.
Congrats, Ken, for that. Kudos, as Bill would say. That was a great video.
Yeah.
I wish I was along on that adventure with you. Well, except for the truck part.
Isn't that the truth?
That'd been scary.
Oh, what did I do there? Hold on.
Going to play the intro again.
No, I'm going to stop. Well, and I messed that up. I started playing the outro instead of the intro.
Well, it didn't play at all. I was telling you to hit the button. Hit the button.
Well,
hit that button.
On my end, I'm hearing all this music, and it's going. And then I checked the stream, and it wasn't going. I thought, what the heck?
We got Phantom Flight 101 in here now.
Okay, Herman's with us. Yeah. You met Herman down in Florida then, right?
Yeah, I met Herman at the Florida meetup, and also I met him at the Ken Heron Boardwalk meetup the day after Christmas a couple times.
Okay.
Herman's a great guy. Yeah,
you're on the East Coast, aren't you, Ron?
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey, and Herman's in New York, so we're one state away. We're not that far away.
No, that's great. How's your weather down there these days?
Well, it's still kind of chilly down here at the shore. We get the cold, breeze off the water. It was nice yesterday. Today it was kind of chilly, but not like you guys. No snow around or anything. You can't put the coats and jackets away. You still need them, especially at night and in the early morning.
Yeah, it's 18 degrees Celsius now, which is what, 65, 67, something like that.
So you're warmer than I am. I'm like 50. I'm 52 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Yeah.
Teens about.
When this is over, I'm going out. I'm probably going to go out in the hot tub for an hour before Ken comes on.
I thought you were going to say you're going out and fly for an hour. This is the drone show now. You got to keep appearances up.
Yeah, we've got 28 mile an hour winds right now. It's been windy. This has been a real windy month. It's
I got a windy story for you. So when I was down in Florida, this is before the meetup. I was down for the whole month of March because it's real cold in New Jersey in March. So we went down for the month. It's 80 degrees every day in Florida, 80 Fahrenheit. So one day I got together with Captain Ray and TJ and Captain Ray's friend Steve, who doesn't fly drones. They used to be policemen together in Long Island. But anyhow, we got to the site. I was the last one there, and they said, let's go to a different place. It's too windy here at the beach, at the pier, whatever. And I said, but it's a beautiful sunrise, guys. Look at those clouds. We got to get some footage. And they said, okay, you fly your drone and I'll watch. So I go down there. I get the Mavic 3 out. I put it up. I mean, it had no problems in 28 or better winds. Now, I didn't take it very far and I didn't take it very high, but then they saw me do it. So they popped their drones out and got them in the air too. So at least if you have a Mavic 3, you can take a lot of wind with that thing. Now, I'm not recommending to fly it too far away or too high, but you can go up and get the shot you need to get if it's a beautiful sunrise, sunset, anything or whatever. You can take that up and grab that photo. Just be careful, but it can do it.
Yeah, I oftentimes take it up in some pretty good winds. I've got an Air 2S, and it's really capable in the wind. And
oh yeah,
and I get myself into some jackpots. Like I'll be inspecting something in the yard in the trees, and I'll get between two trees and in between the branches and just sort of niggle it right in there.
Okay.
All the sensors are all beeping and going.
Yeah.
I'm good line of sight. I've got it. It's within. It's 20 feet away from me and 20 feet up, and I'm good. I can, I take chances with it. I've been very lucky. I've only really hit anything once, and that was I hit a wire out in the middle of nowhere. It was
a ghost wire.
A ghost wire. I'd walked the whole area, right? And I was flying over a river, and it was dipping down into the water, and I got out of the water, and I flew through a gazebo, and everything was fine. I finally got it out in the open, and I took off, and bingo, right in the middle of a field, there was a wire going across. You know, but I'm the king of close calls with wires. You know, I've had all kinds of close ones, but only the one real hit, and only one bird strike thus far. So it was I had a bird strike at about 200 feet, and it wobbled the drone but didn't take it down. That was the original Mavic Air.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was a pigeon, and I was too close to his home on top of this big monument. You know, I was doing an orbit of the monument, and he took exception to it, and tried to take out the drone, but I got the better of him. So
there you go.
Yeah. So you have any flying plans coming up, or any more meetups, or?
Nothing come up with that. Kelly's Shores is not going to have spin up this fall.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah, he's not going to have it this year. I think he had too much going on. He lost his mother earlier in the year, and I think he just wants to take a year off. I hate to speak for him, but he is not having it this year. That's officially announced. So he's possibly even the spring of next 2023. That's just a possibility. So I know Herman and Lawrence are having a meetup in New York this summer sometime. I don't know the exact date. And Mark Fisher from the Rhode Island drone community on Facebook, they're having a meetup like the last day of July, I believe, the 30th, 31st of July in Rhode Island. So that's the two ones that are coming up. And, I will try to, make both or one or whatever, but, it does get busy in the summertime. It's hard to travel because everybody else is traveling. So, but I will do my best to get the one of them.
Yeah, we're planning to do a meetup here.
I heard
in Canada, and it's going to be a low key affair, I think.
Depends how many drinks I have.
You said it's near Ontario.
Yes, yeah, we're going to be in Burlington, Ontario, on May the 14th.
So maybe I could catch a cheap flight up to Ontario.
Yeah, fly into Toronto. And Jim will pick you up at the airport, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
we got you.
Well, I mean, hey, if again at short notice or whatever, I think things, but I wouldn't mind flying to Canada for like a nice weekend or whatever. You promise me it's gonna be warm on May 12th?
Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
Yeah, May's fine. Usually the ice is usually off the lake by the 24th of May.
It melts as soon as it hits you. The snow melts as soon as it hits you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, my wife was saying she lived up north, and that used to be the challenge to get in the lake on the 24th of May weekend. May 24th is a holiday here. It's Victoria Day, right? Yes, of course it is. That's my wife's birthday. Her name is Victoria. She was named after the holiday.
Wow.
You'd think I'd know, eh? Yeah, but the May 24 weekend is when you bring 24 beers with you and go camping, and and hope you don't have to shovel your way out.
So the 24th. Wayne Beat in the chat is asking, where in Burlington is the meetup?
At Spencer Smith Park.
Okay.
And which end of Spencer Smith Park, we're not sure. Somebody said what time? It's when you get there.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to fix a time is welcome to become in charge. So, we're sort of a ragtag group. It's Jim and I just said, well, instead of just the two of us, we'll just invite anybody that wants to come along. So
now, will there be prizes and giveaways and all that stuff?
Oh, I'll give away some stickers, and I've got an extra coffee mug. So
there we go.
Yeah, we haven't.
So you're not giving away my car?
Well, I was going to give away your car, but Sylvia told me that she needed to be able to use it for getting around. So
you're not giving away my car then?
No, you're okay.
Okay, good. All right.
We had announced that we were giving away Jim's car, and I was going to give him a ride home from the meetup, but
Now, is this park is like a scenic park? It's near like a lake or a pond or something? Or
it's a city park right on Lake Ontario.
oh, okay. Is that one of the Great Lakes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the greatest of the Great Lakes.
Okay. Wow. So I really should come up.
Yeah, we're just down the shore from Toronto. And
I went to Toronto when I was a teenager one time. We drove up, Niagara Falls, up in the Canada, got as far as Toronto. But man, I'm talking about I'm in my 60s now. As a teenager, I'm talking like a different life ago already.
Everybody talks about Niagara Falls and how wonderful it is. It's an hour and a half from my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For us, it's Niagara Falls is not a big deal,
And I went up in the springtime, but again, it was springtime meaning like end of April, beginning of May, and I mean I wore my winter coat almost the whole time I was there.
Anytime it's above freezing, we're in t-shirts up here. Because it's that season is so short. In the video, in the intro, I don't know if you saw the pirate ship that was in the intro video.
I did.
Yeah, that's in Lake Ontario.
Okay, wow.
Now apparently they've cut down the masts on that thing. Apparently they were, I guess, leaning too far, and they were a hazard to navigation if they fell on somebody's boat or something. So,
and it looked very warm in that video. I didn't see any snow or cold weather in the video.
No. I don't fly in cold weather. I had an accident. I had an accident years ago with a table saw, and my hands don't respond well to cold anymore. So,
gotcha.
When they sew the fingers back on, they're not always the same. So
Drone Shots is in here. He's saying hello to everybody.
Drone Shots is here. Wayne B. I don't know.
He says it's a fairly large pond. He's making fun of me calling it you have a pond up there.
Yes, it's part of the chain of lakes that's the largest freshwater reserve in the world. So
yeah, what I call a lake around here, you guys probably think is like a water in a pothole or something.
It's a puddle.
Yeah. But of course, I have a right. I could if I have a 5-minute walk down to the Atlantic Ocean, so that does trump your lake.
Yeah. Well, I have a cousin who lives in the mountains, and he vacations in the mountains and stuff. And I've told him, I said, if it's not at sea level, I don't go there. I'm a Florida, Cuba, by the beach kind of guy.
You're right. It's a lot easier to walk around and move around at sea level. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing like salt water. It's that's kind of my thing. Now we've always, the last few vacations we've gone to Cuba, and the problem with Cuba is they don't allow drone flying at all. Mm-hmm. It is just completely off limits. Right. And the problem we have in Canada for Americans coming up, they can't fly anything over 250 grams.
Right. Marcus is going to Vancouver this weekend, and he's already talked to Laura and everything, and he knows he has to do a few things, and he has to fly under 200. So he's bringing, of course, probably the Mini 2.
Yeah. Lauren's great.
So the Mini 3 will be a big deal for you folks up in Canada that don't want to be registered to fly a drone, right? Or
registration's like what? What is a registration now? $5?
$5.
Yeah, I think that's what it is here too. But a lot of people, don't want to have to do any paperwork for their drone. That's why some people like the mini drones.
Yeah. See, I did mine. It was $5 online, and that lasts forever. You don't have to ever renew it.
Yeah, right. One time.
Permanent
transgender in the U.S.
Now, I think the basic license is what, $10?
10?
Yeah. So for $15, you can be a licensed pilot. You know, I mean, they have a test that's maybe a little more difficult than the trust test. And that's for your basic license here. But I did the advanced where you have to do the bigger test, and then you have to actually fly for them. You know, you have to do a flight review where they actually see you fly your drone.
Wow.
And you know, show them that you've got all the knowledge, that you've got the safety equipment on hand, and all that stuff. You know, we had to have a fire extinguisher and a first aid kit, and you know, cones around the landing area and all that, and you know, a site survey, and show them the checklist that we use and all that stuff. So it was, the advanced thing was quite involved, but worth having, you know, because now we can fly an approved drone within 15 feet of people. So we don't have to stay 100 feet back. So, you know, it gives you a little more leeway that way. And we can fly near airports. All we have to do is advise the airport that we're going to fly. And Transport Canada has advised the airports that they're not to deny us because they don't own the airspace.
Wow.
So when you go to the airport and say, I'm going to fly, and they say no, well, you can show them the legislation says you don't own the airspace. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. Keep everybody else away. Now, the other proposal that's happening in Canada is that everybody's supposed to have ADS-B. And if a manned aircraft is not flying with ADS-B on, he has to give way to small drones.
Wow, that's good.
So, and I think what they're doing is they're recognizing that drones now have flight aware, right? Where we can see aircraft with ADS-B. If they're broadcasting their location, we can then give way. If we don't know they're there, well, then they have to give way, right? So
no, that's good, because in the U.S. as a Part 107 pilot, we learned that we have to always give way to manned aircraft, no matter if they're in our airspace or not.
Yeah, and you know what? That makes sense, right? The guy that's up there in the airplane, he's got skin in the game. I'm down here on the ground.
Right.
You know, I don't want to ever cause anybody any injury. There's no point in that, you know.
Yeah.
Also like to acknowledge that Sudbury Drone is in the chat now. Adrian Mateo has joined us. I don't know. Did I mention that Maddie from Maddie's Drone World was here?
Yeah, I don't know, but Maddie was here when I first got in.
And Ed from Love My Drones is here for the first time. So I've just added him as a moderator so that we know that he's always been here.
Were we going to do a sticker giveaway this week, Gary?
Yeah, let's do a sticker giveaway.
Oh, a giveaway.
How are we going to do this?
Let's pick a number between 1 and 50.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 50. Put it in the chat. We got, I'll tell you,
new stickers.
We got the new stickers. We got the new stickers that have the little YouTube logo in the bottom. This is the Series 2 sticker. And I'll throw in a pack of 4.
Somebody gave me one at the Florida meetup. I have one.
You have one?
Somebody gave me one at the Florida meetup. I got it on a drone case someplace, but I don't want to leave the show and rummage around for 5 minutes.
You have you have the Series 1 stickers, the collectible.
Well, I don't know what series, but
yeah, that's the Series 1. That's the Series 1 sticker.
Is that the valuable one or the?
Oh yeah,
edition?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you come to the drone meetup and you get it autographed.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give away a.
Well, I better call Air Canada up after the show and get a. Can Americans come to Canada without any COVID restrictions in place?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you have to.
I gotta buy a Sharpie now, Gary, to autograph these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get me the Sharpie. Okay. And I'm going to throw in.
The number still has not been picked. There it is. Oh my God. We've got a back-to-back winner.
Oh, back
drone
to back.
shots.
Jody, drone shots.
Good
I tell
man.
you, he won 2 weeks in a row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together the sticker pack, and I'm also going to throw in
A fisheye.
I'll throw in a fisheye for you.
Wow. As a bonus.
Jody, send me your address so I can send you the stickers.
Do you ship internationally?
You didn't get his address last week?
No.
Oh.
He said I think about Thursday, maybe Friday night. Was it Friday or Saturday? I don't know. In one of the chats I was in, he said, I'll send you an email tonight. I never got it. So
So he's a Fibber McGee.
yeah. Well, I'll send him. What I'm going to do is I'll put both weeks' prizes in the same envelope.
We'll save some money. We'll save some money on the show this time.
Save $1. Hold on. How much is an American stamp? I don't know. I buy them by the book. Now I lost them. Oh, I got American stamps. I'm good. Whoa. Hold on.
Welcome in, Stephen, from the Flyby Guys.
Oh,
$14.
Stephen Sutton from the Flyby Guys is
Steven.
also, he's on the Wall of Fame already. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. What my goal, like there was a comment made by Scott that he wanted to, when he gets some time, he's going to draw some more faces. And I said, for God's sake, don't draw any more faces. There's 80 faces on there, and I've got about 50 that haven't been on the show. So
Well, you're going to be busy for the next year.
I got, it's a collection, but what we want to do, what we do here is a little different. We don't do reviews and we don't show videos. What we're trying to do, Ron, is get people to know you better. So we've talked about New Jersey, and we've talked about your channel and Drone Nation and those good things. So, I think we've sort of met our goal, to get to know Ron Brown.
Yeah. The man who talks too much on these shows.
Yeah. You know what, Adrian? I'll tell you what. You can get a do-over, but we'll get you on a different show. Get in touch with me, and we'll book you for probably the week after the week after.
Like the hour before the hour.
Well, we'll get you on the week after the week after, the hour before the hour before.
And Adrian, these guys pay good for a
The
guest
month
appearance.
before.
So you want to make sure you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the whole hour.
They give you 25% of the show's profits here, so
No, that's my cut. That's my cut.
Yeah. But I dip into my pocket to give the other 25%, so I'm behind 25% every week. So, and nobody even pays for the studio space.
It's paid for.
Well, here in the Crystal Palace, high above the crystal gondola, high above the studios of Brant Aerials, right?
Yeah.
Well, someday when you have that big corporate sponsor and the money's rolling in.
Yeah. When I hit 1,000 subscribers again.
Oh, you had it and you lost it. You fell back a little.
I had it and I lost it, and it never came back. I was at 1,000 in February of 2020, and then COVID struck, and then it was down to about 950. So I'm clawing back to almost 980. So, Oh, and Susan Lee has joined us, and Stephen Sutton. Yes, of course. And yeah, so. And
I think Chuck mentioned in chat. I saw on Facebook today. Unfortunately, Stephen Sutton, I believe he lost his mother recently.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's tragic. The tower in Toronto, the CN Tower. Warren's asking about.
You're buying the rights to the name, aren't you, Gary?
What's that?
No longer the CN Tower. It's the Brant Aerial Tower. It's
Yes.
no longer the CN Tower. It's the Brant Aerials Tower.
Oh, now if you want to see video in Toronto, Organized Confusion. He has excellent coverage. He flies a Mini in downtown Toronto, and recently had a drone strike, a bird strike that landed him on the roof of a church, and destroyed his drone. And the construction workers who were working on the eaves trough fished it out for him. He returned it to DJI with his Care Refresh, and he's back in the air.
Good story.
Yeah. Air 2, or no, it's a Mini 2. A Mini 2 that he flies, because you can't fly in Toronto over 250 grams. So,
right.
And this guy does stunning work over those skyscrapers.
And now, what's his channel name?
Organized Confusion.
Organized Confusion. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
If it landed on a church, why you got to bring religion into it, Gary? No religion.
Yeah. Well, okay. He hit a building with a bunch of decorative
steeples on it.
He had a building with a steeple in it.
He was doing a steeplechase. No.
Somebody's asked if you could fly the tower in Toronto.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Well, he can at 250 grams.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And I think and it's going to be even better under sheltered operations, because there's the island airport there. And with sheltered operations, you'll be able to fly within 200 feet of a tall structure. So as long as when they introduce sheltered operation, if somebody's within 200 feet of the CN Tower and a manned airplane, they got a bigger problem than a drone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and I always wondered why I couldn't fly in Toronto between apartment buildings that had a electrical corridor going between them. It just didn't make sense.
Jody sent that email.
Okay, the emails came.
Jody, I got your email.
Confirmed.
Okay, I'm not going to write the envelope out now. I'll wait until. Oh, Battle Creek. He's in Battle Creek. He's a neighbor of.
He's in Michigan.
Yeah. Flying Flynn is in Michigan.
Oh, okay. So drone shot. Okay, in the U.S. and Michigan. Okay,
Battle Creek. That's where Kellogg's came from.
Remember
Kellogg's of Battle Creek, Michigan. Yeah.
I've ate many of their cereals.
Yeah, cereals.
Somebody mentioned Trudeau in the chat.
Oh, who is it? Okay, be careful, Ed. Nope. Jeez, just gave you the blue wrench. Jeez, you're gonna lose it. Yeah, somebody'd lock his butt down.
They're great.
Yeah. If you are a Canadian drone pilot, please consider. Do I have something? Do I have a
something?
Yes. There we go. Attention, Canadian drone pilots, join the Drone Pilot Association of Canada. It's free and gives us a collective voice. So there's if you Google Drone Pilots Association of Canada, it will take you right to their website. Also, in the description down in the doobly-doo, there's a link to the website. No, down there. Down there. Yeah. Just
there.
No, down below.
Down below me or above me?
Down below Ron, down where it says
all the way down.
Description. Yeah. Right under the like
Where
button.
his toes would
Right under the like button that you forgot to hit.
be. Where his toes would be.
How many likes do we have for this show so far?
We have 25 likes and 28 watching. So we
need 3 more likes.
Yeah, there's 3 losers that haven't hit the like button.
Come on.
Yeah, that'll get it.
Oh yeah. Now we're going. Yeah, now we're going to lose them.
Kindness is free. Give it freely. Please be kind and like the stream.
Now, do you guys both fly camera drones, or do you fly FPV, or both?
I don't even know how to spell FPV.
I fly my my original Mavic Air and my Air 2S.
Okay, so
I
you're just
prefer-
like me. You don't fly the FPV drones yet.
No, I can't. I have a hard time even watching it. Like I get.
Well, I want an FPV drone at the Florida Drone Meetup. So for a while I couldn't get it was an Emax. I couldn't get it bound. And then I got figured out I got bound. So just yesterday was a nice day. So I was flying in the backyard. They didn't have the goggles on. I was just flying at line of sight. And of course, every FPV flight for me ends with a crash. I did lose a prop at one point, but I did manage to get it back on. So I didn't destroy the drone on the first attempt, so I consider that a success.
I have the tiniest of tiny whoops.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits right in the controller. And
Have you ever tried to land it while you're holding the controller?
I've never tried to land it in the controller. That would be
talent.
Yeah, well, you'd lose a finger.
I've got a couple little tiny ones around here.
Hold on. They measure the props from tip to tip, right?
Yes.
So where's my tape measure?
Is that the world's smallest props on that thing?
You know, you're a carpenter when you have a tape measure in your pocket.
In your pocket. Yeah, exactly. When I need a tape measure, it's a 10-minute job to find it.
That's an inch and 3/8 drone. So just a little under an inch and a half, Wow.
Hey, look, Jackrabbit, Scott's giving me credit for my first flight. Said, "Way to go, Ron! If you've never seen Scott fly, he's an incredible FPV pilot." But at one point at the meetup, this was at the official meetup, he comes up and he tell me he had a drone smoking or whatever. I guess it was a battery.
Really?
I didn't see it, but I just heard about it.
Warren wants to know if that's under 250 grams. I think it's probably under 25 grams.
That's the most legal drone in Canada.
Yeah. And it's got a camera on it.
Oh, Captain Bird. Okay.
Past
Is that 4K?
It's
4K or
720p.
Oh, I didn't think it would be that good.
Yep, it's 7.
I thought you were going to tell me it was no K.
Can you see the camera there in the front?
Yeah.
When it gets to the third story, you're already beyond visual line of sight.
When it gets to the other end of the room, I'm out of visual.
Right. When it gets past the sofa, it's illegal.
Yeah. Well, I fly that one. I usually fly one battery, sometimes 2 or 3 in a day. When it's windy out like this, I'll fly it while I'm watching somebody stream. That's why I'm not always answering in the chat, because sometimes I'm busy flying. You can fly it at night. You can fly it in the daytime. I don't
as far as indoors, I know in the U.S. it's totally legal to fly. You don't know if you fly indoors. There's no regulations.
No.
If you're indoors, you can do anything you want.
I'm just going to type in the chat here what it is. It's somebody's asking what it is. It's
Scott said he fried the ESC on that drone and it was smoking in Florida.
Holy Tone HT02. There we go. Not holy.
You have video of that, Scott? Oh, Unlimited Vertical says that looks like you have a Cheerson CX10C there, Gary. Is that correct?
No, it's a Holy Tone HT02. Not Holy
that could
Stone.
That could just be a clone of the Cheerson CX10.
Yeah, it could be. Or the Cheerson could be a clone of this one.
Could be, yep.
Yeah. Now I don't use it with the camera.
You don't. Okay. Does it have a memory card or just sends it back to? Does it fly with an app?
Yeah.
It's a Chinese app.
You have an app.
Yeah.
You can't read it.
Yeah, it's got an app, but I don't even use the app. I just fire up the remote and fly it. So
yeah, you just fly for fun, right?
Yeah. Well, and you know what? It gives you the stick movements. You're not flying FPV. You have to pay attention to where it's going. If you fly near a heater, it'll cause it to drift. I mean, the thing is so light. It's like it's like trying to fly confetti, you know.
Even indoor wind bothers it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're coming up to the end of the show, you know.
We are. It was a quick hour.
Yeah. Well, it always is, you know. Everybody's anxious to go see Ken Heron, so what we do is we cut off by 7:00.
Okay.
That way you can have a drink, get drunk, have a nap, have a meal, and get back in time for
Are you allowed to visit Ken Heron's show intoxicated?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's
I just
encouraged.
want to make sure that was okay.
You'll find it way more entertaining if you've had a few drinks.
Oh, did you hear that, Ken? That's a low blow, Ken.
You're allowed to be intoxicated on Ken's show.
Yeah.
Do we know who Ken's guests are tonight?
Yes.
Are we allowed to announce them in advance, or is it top secret?
No. The thumbnail is out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Danielle is the co-host, and Ben Cartwright is the guest
from Ponderosa.
From where?
Ponderosa.
Yeah. I love Ben Cartwright. Yeah.
Lauren Green.
He's Canadian.
Yes,
Will Hoss be on also?
Yeah, no, Haas is dead. So's Lauren Green.
So was little Joe.
Yeah, they're all dead, you know. Anyway, on that
sad note,
we're going to. If you got any final words for these fine people, Ron.
Well, I just want to thank everybody out there, for joining us, for supporting you guys, just for, the names out there for supporting the drone community in general, all the live shows. I got to meet a lot of people in the chat at some of these meetups I've been attending. It's always a pleasure to meet everybody, and I hope I don't talk too much.
Oh, no, you did great. You did great.
Trying to limit you.
Yeah. We hardly talked about drones at all, but.
Well, we did. We talked about your little cheer center, Holy Stone.
Yeah. But we're here for two reasons. Just one. To have fun. Well, one, to have fun, and two, to waste everybody's time.
We can talk about drones. A DJI Mini 3. There, we talked about drones.
There you go. And if you learned anything tonight, that's more than you learned any other show that we had. So we're all good. Okay. I'm going to play the outro. Jim, do you got anything else on your way out?
Thanks for joining us, Ron. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And thanks for everybody in the chat for popping in.
Yeah. And you
Thanks for having me on.
You can stick around for the cocktail party after if you like, Ron.
Drinks are free.
Now I got it. Now this is my usual stick. Let me figure out how to do the outro. Okay.
The producer's off tonight.
Hold on, wait, not yet. Wait. Oh, damn it. See?
Damn.
Okay.
Hi, Chris is still driving.
Hold on, I'm on the wrong window. Share screen.
You don't have Windows, you got an Apple.
I know. Outro. There we go. Okay.
Night.
See you guys later.
Outro.
Thanks everybody for dropping in. Hold on. How do I get
Hi, Mikey. Everybody's joining now that the show's over.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. Okay. You guys are out. I'm in. Thank you, everybody. Susan Lee, I didn't mention you before. And Chris Wedgeworth, you were late getting here, but hey, it was great having you. Jody, I've got your email. I'm going to send the stickers out in the morning mail. And
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Well, a special thanks to everybody that stuck around to the end of the show of the hour before TNL. All 2,417 of you.